What's up, everybody? Godzilla and King Kong are back once again, fighting alongside each other this time around. There will be some spoilers here in my review, so you've been warned. Now let's get into the movie. I'm going to get my cons out of the way first, then I'll move on to what I liked about this one. First thing here is going to be the CGI and VFX. It wasn't awful throughout the whole movie, but there were quite a few scenes where Kong didn't look too good, and also where the backgrounds and environments looked rough. Then there's something that just about every MonsterVerse movie suffer from, in my opinion, and that's the balance of the human storylines and the monsters. A lot of the time, it's a whole lot of the human nonsense that's not compelling and wastes your time, and that was pretty much the case again in this one. That also leads right to my final issue with the movie, and it's that I just didn't really like the villain. Scar King, who's supposed to be the big bad villain making Kong and Godzilla team up, is ends up being underdeveloped, and the final fight with him, in my opinion, was underwhelming. But with all that being said, there's still a decent amount that I liked about the movie, so let's go on to my pros section in this one. Starting it off here, I loved the opening scene of this movie. Now, this is the this is one of the scenes where Kong doesn't look great, but it didn't even matter here. I had so much hope after this scene that I wasn't gonna have to complain about the balance, but here we are. Then there's a relationship between Eileen and Gia, and even Gia and Kong, as it's easily one of my favorite human storyline involved things in the MonsterVerse, and it's the only part of the human stories in this movie that worked for me. But a lot, if not all, of the credit for that goes to Rebecca Hall and Kaylee Hoddle for being absolutely fantastic in those roles. Next up, here is going to be the action scenes in this movie. Outside of that final fight, as I mentioned before, I thought they were all really cool and really fun. I liked Kong getting his robo arm after he got the frostbite, and Godzilla, he was just cool as hell when he was on screen. Finally, the way Godzilla, speaking of him, goes from blue radiation and spikes and whatever to pink is so goddamn cool, especially the the way they present it to us, where he goes on like, I guess, an energy consumption spree, then all of a sudden he's at the final energy source and his eyes close, only for the next shot of him to be the pink evolved power, or I don't know. I'm not like a huge MonsterVerse nerd, so I'm not sure exactly what to call it, but it was so goddamn cool. And so that'll do it for my review of Godzilla times Kong: The New Empire. This one lands somewhere in the middle of the MonsterVerse for me because it's a fun popcorn movie, but they've done better, and it was certainly no minus one, as it comes in at a 7 out of 10 for me personally. But let me know what you thought of the movie down in the comments below, and make sure you have a great day.